Hello everyone, welcome to our little Space Pirates from Tomorrow review. Space Pirates from Tomorrow is an Xbox Live indie game available from the marketplace now. It's very good. It's like if you've ever played Elite from the old days, it's pretty much like that. Just before I get into what the game is, I love this loading screen. It reminds me of when I had a Commodore 64 and the old loading screens that used to take ages to load, and then sometimes the game didn't even load at the end of the screen. But it's a nice little touch by M-Star Games. Got to remember, the people who made this aren't a big studio at all. No, there's a guy who makes this, and he's done a really good job. As you see, there's the opening screens. These are some of the ships that are in the game. They're well made. They're all lovely little different varieties. I think that one's normally sometimes a police one there. They look like a Vohan Wasp. I'm loading from a saved game in a moment. Here's the ship's handbook. It tells you how to fly the ship. You get a lovely introductory stage in this when you start a new game, with voice acting, people telling you how to fly the ship, which is really nice add-on to begin with. There's lots of different instructions there for you to find how to get cargo, everything like that. Obviously shooting, combat, launching missiles, everything you want's in the instructions, so that's well done. Now let's get into the game. I've loaded from my save point, as I said. I'm quite well off here. I've got a military laser, which is the most powerful laser you can get. But more about what the game is. The game's pretense is this. It's called Space Pirates from Tomorrow, but you don't have to be a space pirate, a space pirate. All you basically have to do is, it's a free roaming game. You can travel anywhere in the universe, and you can choose to trade, as I'm on the market screen here, all the different commodities, and their prices are in there. Cargo, what you have on your ship, stock which they have, and the value. You can trade and make money via that way. You can just go out and be a pirate and shoot everybody up, and you make money when you shoot people anyway. Especially bad guys, you make a little bounty off that. You can then take their cargo if they had any, and then sell it, so you don't have to buy it, you just pirate it, so you're a space pirate. Yar! You can do cargo missions, which is in the work section. You can do passenger missions. You can do bounty hunting missions as well. There's different varieties of what you can do, and there's a big universe here, well, a galaxy, for you to explore. As you can see, like I'm coming out there, that's the local area where I'm in. If I go to a large map, which I do later on, there's so many more star systems for you to look at. Every star system has its name, the government, in this case military dictatorship. Its activities bustling, so lots of activity. The distance, no light years because I'm on it. Tech level, farmers, law, liberal. Now sometimes it's not quite clear exactly, because you go by trading. If you're going to trade, you go by, if you're in a farming place, you're going to buy some food, because they obviously produce a lot of food in a farming place, and then you might take it to a high-tech level place because they need food. They don't produce a lot of technological goods, and if you go to a technological place, you buy some of advanced technology items, entertainment goods, things like that. I mean, they're normally good there, and you can trade them in at farming places because they want the entertainment there as well. You make money that way. Sometimes it's not always clear what certain systems are good for items. Really, for example, you get nuclear systems and digital systems, and you're not always in industrial systems, and you're not entirely sure what those systems want. Industrial, maybe they want some ore, but nuclear, what does a nuclear system want? I'm not quite sure. That's the by the way, that's the entire galaxy map there. That's a huge region for you to play in. Anyway, but you're not entirely sure what certain systems want trade-wise, and there's not really a guide to tell you what they want, which is a bit of a shame. You have to kind of work that one out for yourself. Some of it's pretty self-evident and easy, and some of it you've really got to look at yourself and work out. But it'd be nice if in the instructions there was a guide as to what these systems wanted sometimes. That's a small little critique of the game there. That was me going on a hyperspace there, travelling to a different system. Travel to another system. You start off in the middle of the system, roughly in a random place. If you push down on the left thumbstick, you automatically align to where the station is, and then you can travel towards it by holding down the right trigger. That you put your thrust up, and a bit of thrust, and go towards it. And then you have to get to the station, and you can trade goods, or if you're doing a mission where you've got to take a passenger or some cargo there, you go there and you complete the mission, make some money. As you're going along, you sometimes get pirates highlighted in red, and on the map in red, around you trying to attack you for your goods, because they're pirates, they're bad guys. I find it a shame sometimes that the police don't come and help you, because that'd be nice if they did, but the police don't always come and help you, but they'll come and get you if you've got illegal goods, but they won't stop they don't seem to often in this seem to come and get the pirates, which is a shame. There's a nice planet in the background there that look like Hoth. The planet detail is lovely. So some of the planets they rotate on their axis, which is a nice little feature. You can't land on any of the planets, and usually the game will make you, if you try and fly into one, it'll stop you, and it won't let you. But sometimes you can actually fly through a planet. You'll go, I've done it a few times, you'll fly through it, and you won't crash, you'll just go through it, which is a bit of a, I suppose you don't want to crash and die, but then again, it's a planet, you shouldn't be able to fly through it like it wasn't there, but you can. You can do it when you're going at light speed, but I see that as you're approaching light speed, it's not really there, or some law of physics, but sometimes you can just fly into them and nothing happens. It'd be nice if you could land on the planets, but maybe there's something, if you ever made a sequel, you could do, because if this game is very much like Elite, even the nav screens like it. Difference is obviously the graphics are updated and you get more than one planet per system, which the old Elite you only got one planet per system with the space station orbiting it. This has got a lot more planets. I can't always see the point in going to visit all the planets that are away from the station, because you normally need to get to the station, unless you're going to do some mining for ore, but because you can buy a mining machine. There's a mining droid in the shipyard there, and you can buy that, and that'll go off to asteroids and mine the thing, ore. But ore's not always the best way to make a profit in this game, I find. So I don't see much of a point of that. There's me going to hyperspace and going through the planets. I don't have a problem with going through them in hyperspace. Not a problem at all. I like the loading screens, well, very colourful. I've got to admire his use of colour in this game. It's a very colourful game. The planets are lovely. That's a lovely colourful gas giant there, with the rings. And there's nebula in the background. As you can see in the top left there, that's a nebula. It's very pretty game. And that's something I really like about the game. Here we've cut to me approaching the star of the system that I'm going to. I was trying to see if I could crash into it at this point, but you just get stuck rotating it and you can't actually go into it, which is, why would you want to kill yourself? But you just physically can't. I've never been able to crash into a star. I've never been able to go through one. You try these things out when you got the games. You can see it's got a little atmosphere around it. Well, that's nice. The thing is, the stars are about the same size as the planets, and in real life a star is usually absolutely massive compared to a planet, but in this is about the same size. I don't have much of a gripe because it's an indie game and he's made quite a very good indie game, and I'm not going to gripe about that bit too much, but stars are generally bloody massive, and they're about the same size as the planets in this. But there you go. Here I go buying fuel. You have to buy fuel after every system leap or you'll get stuck. but that's pretty easy to do. The game's easy to get into. You can easily do a few missions, make some money, just like courier missions, passenger missions. Just drive to the station, and then you can slowly make up some money. Then you can buy better weapons for military, like military laser and things like that. Then you can start doing pirating for a bit more excitement, and a bit of space combat, which I'll get onto now. Here we are with me up. I think I'm going to come under attack in a moment and show you a little bit of hey, some people after me. I'm shooting. This is the combat. A lot of it is flying around kind of like in a circle, and it's dogfighting, but in space. And it's a good dogfight, and you shoot a little bit in front of where they're going, like you should in most dogfights, and then the lasers lay into them. When you shoot them, you get some money because you're killing pirates, and you get a bounty for it, and they leave cargo, like I've said, and you can pick that up and spend it. But this way, you're not being a pirate, you're not seen as a bit of an asshole, really, and you're making money. There you go, blew one up. They're nice little effects, and this is an indie game, remember, this isn't a top title, and he's done really well. There's a lot of indie games out there that are pure utter crap. They really are utter crap, and this is... If you like this genre, I mean, it's not for everybody, but if this is a genre you like, this is absolutely wicked for what it is. You can only get this on Xbox Live as well, and it's excellent, in my opinion. It can get a little bit, after you've gotten good weapons and everything, you can sit there thinking, oh, what am I going to do now then? And I suppose that's where the game can come a little bit unstuck, but you can just explore the whole galaxy for as long as you want. I think if the guy made a sequel, it would do very well. Here's a problem: the game freezes at this point, and I think one of them goes into hyperspace. So instead of just having them shoot off, there goes somebody gone into hyperspace. It freezes the game. I have that a few times, and the game's crashed on me a few times as well. I say a few times, I'm talking, I've played it about, oh, God knows how many times I've played it, more than 100. It's crashed about 5 times out of 100. But not always a bad thing, but if you've gone a while without saving, you can be a little bit shit. You get rankings as well, show how well you are in your rankings, which is good. Tells you that, like, if you're approach with caution is a ranking that you can get, and then the harder you get, the better your ranking for your name is, which is a nice little add-on. If you just like to think, you know, you're a bit hard and you want to have a bit of a name for yourself, you get a little ranking. So yeah, this is the combat. You get missiles as well you can lock on and fire. I find they generally, in this stage, when you're circling each other, don't work. They're better for if they're coming at you from a distance, you fire a missile off at them. Normally it'll hit them, which is better. Space combat can be hard. I've got a military laser here, so I'm doing alright. I mean, I don't really care, I'm just firing it willy-nilly, but when you start off, you haven't got a very good weapon, and you've got to be a lot better than what I am at the moment to do it. This guy, flashing yellow, is a bounty target that I'm trying to kill. I'll get extra money for him, and he's a mission that I need, somebody I need to kill. But he goes into hyperspace now, and the game does its freezing thing again, which is a bit annoying. Yeah. All in all, as a final thought, Space Pirates from Tomorrow is an excellent indie game. It's got such a big universe to explore. You can spend a long time building up your ship so that it gets better and better. You can take on all the different missions. Lovely detail on the planets. Colourful game, like I said before. I love the colours. I definitely recommend anybody who is slightly interested in space and the space sims and a bit of arcade space fun, but thinking long-term strategy as well. Definitely give it a whirl. You won't be disappointed. And when you compare it next to like the 95% of crap that can come out on the indie marketplace, and there is a lot of crap on it, it's a winner, and I definitely recommend you buy it. Check it out on Indie Game Space on Xbox Live, and try the trial and play it. And if you like it, you'll fall in love with it. Especially if you ever liked Elite, you fall in love with it straight away. Absolutely brilliant. That's me done.